I'm on my way to put the final wrap on the boat. Starboard side is already done. I didn't video that. Now we're gonna do the port side. And now that we kind of know what we're doing, I'll video this for you. I had a guy who was gonna help me. He's feeling sick. This weather's crazy. When we did this other side, it was about 70 outside. Woke up and it was 29 this morning. It's the end of February. Winter is holding on, which is not gonna help. So before I get the heater fired up, I wanna show you some of this. Over here is where I spent a lot of time bondoing. They're very clean, just a little bit of bondo left. So not much is left. See how it swoops up here? I wanted it to follow that line right there and come all the way to there, basically come to there and then come up. And then I was gonna hide that. Well, being I've never done this before, I measured back there and it was 24 inches. Well, about here, it's 30 inches. So we knew we'd have to come up. The wrap also wants to go uphill. So after trying several things, we decided just to let the wrap go uphill. It's gonna look a bit funky up here, but it is what it is. This swoop gives it a more aggressive styling because the hull's kind of boring and bland as it is. It doesn't have a lot of styling on its own. To me, it gives it kind of more of a World War II nose art. I'm gonna get started. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to video because it's just me and I didn't bring a tripod or anything because I was planning on both of us being here. So, whatever, I'm gonna see what I can do. I got one heater at the back, shoving air up this way. I got a big heater up here, shoving air up here. Let's do it solo. Moment of truth is already here. I've started peeling back the backing. I've got to here. Now I'm just gonna start doing the whole taking bubbles out. I had to turn the heaters off. It's getting hot in here. I think it might work. I hope. So last time we did this, we started at the back and worked our way forward. And I'm kind of doing the same thing, except I'm not. I don't know, right or wrong. What I've been working on is I've started at a spot and I picked about right here. I started working back and I started working forward. I worked back all the flatter spots. I'm working forward, pushing out everything in an angle. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just pushing out all the air bubbles like this. So just working them out in this fashion, working them towards the edges. And I'll come back and deal with the edges later. But this way I'm getting the majority of the wrap on. See how those wrinkles are coming out? This is just what I found. Not a professional. Alright, when I get a section like that, I'm going to pull it again and just work this slack up. It's working so far, but anything will work on a flat surface like this. So, fingers crossed. I've got this all done. Still got to go and hit the edges. I've not done anything with a heat gun yet. I've made it all the way here to the bow without heat. But I gotta have heat for this. I gotta start stretching and pulling and getting it shrunk and all kinds of stuff. You can see that's exactly where I've stopped, and I've gotta work on getting that out before it becomes a hard wrinkle. Beginning to swoop up. It's matching the other side. That's roughly how it'll meet in the middle. Not perfect. I still gotta do something with that. Still gotta work and get heat on these edges and get them stretched up in there. I gotta get heat back here. Yeah, so that's gotta be pulled around. I gotta cut the hole in that. And anyway, it's coming. About 2 hours into this. I don't think it's too bad for doing it single. And my first time doing it all by myself. It looks bad, I know. So I've got all this done. I'm having the hardest time trying to get this lined up here and match with this side. I've done heat, I've done everything else, and I just can't get it. I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to stop. That's why this is all taped up. Wait until the both of us can get here and get this lined up. I don't want to mess this up. And hopefully I haven't gone so far to mess it up already. Let me tell you what happened with that. I had to rip it all off. So apparently, once you pull off the backer, off that adhesive, it has a certain amount of time that it retains its stickiness. Think of it like a pot life of paint or gel coat or anything like that. I think it was about 2 days before I was able to get back to it. Completely felt like wallpaper on the backside. Had to rip it all off. Was not sticking. Would not work. I've got new ordered. I don't know that it's even been shipped yet, but I've ordered it. So another $300 for more wrap. Yeah. This boat is living up to its name. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here because this is ridiculous and insanity and stupid. So y'all have a good one.